इसी मंगल कामना के साथ में कार्यक्रम शुरू करते हैं कि ईश्वर हमें समाज की अधिकाधिक सेवा करने की शक्ति दे, जिससे कि हम मनुष्य जन्म को सफल कर सके। अब ये एक आज के इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स में बहुत बड़ी खबर आई है कि जर्मनी की एक पेमेंट कंपनी थी वायर कार्ड करके, उसने करीब $2 बिलियन they have a fraud of about $2 billion, and Ernst and Young and KPMG, they have reported that this amount is missing. That payment company gave amount to various merchant customers. As you know, when we swipe our credit card or debit card, it gives to the merchants. So there is a of nearly $2 billion, and it is reported that this will be a scandal at the Enron Corporation, which happened before 2008. So, in financial circles in Europe, they are worried it may be leading to a big catastrophe for the entire economic system. So, we should hope, because $2 billion, it is not traceable whom it has been given. So that is more important for our today's webinar also. As an auditor, we should keep a track to monitor, control, and ensure that value of the organization is not diminished or destroyed. With this preliminary observation, may I take your permission to start, or should I wait further? More wait करें क्या?
Sir, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
I would like to take the honor of introducing you, which is something is not required.
I see almost all know me.
Yes, I know. No, but I will say, sir, I would like to say one thing.
Yeah.
Guru and Margadarshak for all of us, and please lead us further with today's interaction and your talk and your experience which you are sharing with us. Thank you very much, sir. Please start.
Yeah. So, friends, thank you very much for joining this webinar. And as we are planning, we will have preliminary discussion from me, and in the end, for about half an hour, we will have a question and answer session also, where you will be allowed to speak directly also and interact, not only with me, but with the other participants also. I am not able to see Mr. Venkat Ramani, one of our industrialist member from Chennai, had said that he will also like to share his experiences, because he is not a practicing cost accountant, but he is himself an industrialist and very active in our profession. So I have requested him, if possible, you please also speak. So with your permission, I will request him also to speak for a few minutes. With this observation, I observe that the purpose of today's seminar is not to restrict to audit, because audit means only compliance. Normally, audit has two purposes: monitoring and control. Whether any activity, because audit is in general terms, any activity is done as per the directives or purpose or objective, and whether it requires to be controlled. But in our profession, cost audit has been prescribed way back in 1965, because the political authorities and economic industries in those days did not have cost consciousness. There was no bother. I remember Mr. S.K. Patil, then Minister for Fertilizer, say we don't take account for 10 rupees. If we have to fix a price, we will increase by 20, 50 or even 100 rupees because whatever we produce is will be sold. And with this background, the caste audit has started. It has a big history, we don't want to go, but now the purpose of caste audit has gone beyond purely audit, but help our management also. This is time for management audit so that the auditors can help organizations to grow and give value for the growth and development of organization. With this small breakdown, I take up certain cases, yeah, how this caste audit or management audit helps. In one company which used to manufacture aluminum pressure die castings, there was a problem of facing global competition. The management was under pressure from customer to reduce the price. The production department was taking raw material cost by the weight, but ignoring in the process of manufacturing certain weight is added and there is a positive gain because of oxidation of the metal. So when this was pointed out to the production department, they agreed to reduce the material cost and give quotation and then got the international order. In a paper mill, insurance company used to charge very heavy premiums for fire risk because there was a risk in paper finishing department and there was no partition wall or other prevention between the process house and the finishing house, production department. So it was suggested to create a partition wall by steel. So in case of fire, fire does not spread from either finishing house to production department or vice versa. And on that basis, the insurance company gave a discount of 10% in premium. In a floriculture unit, the unit was set up for export of flowers. But when the initial project was set up, the bank took a very different view and decided that they should be charged normal risk loan and charge interest at maximum rates. The unit became sick and became NPA. When the management accountant was approached, he analyzed that the unit being export oriented should get all the benefits prescribed by NABARD and also for export oriented units. It required a very hard negotiation and persuasion with the bank because the bank has charged interest at 17.5% and consequent penalty and other things also for default. After persuasion, bank agreed to restore interest rates since inception at 7.5%. So we can very well imagine that unit was given credit for all the extra interest charge and became profitable and then sustainable. In another agro industry, there was problem of capacity utilization because this unit set up with a seed capital from ITBI was producing 100% equal to its capacity, original capacity, and in the process grew very well. So it set up another plant also in different state, and they wanted to further expand. State Pollution Control Board did not allow them because of water pollution and problem of water discharge. they should restrict their production capacity or reduce water consumption to zero level. You will agree that to bring down water consumption to zero level is a very strenuous process and costly. But you need to install certain process equipment and analyze and gradually brought down water consumption to nearly 90% less. That is only 10%. And that 10% was also recycled. And whatever waste was generated in the form of powders, etc., was distributed. Hello, there is a complaint that I am not visible. So, Bhatia ji, can you kindly see? One Mr. Atharva has complained that I am not visible.
No, sir. You are very much visible. It is because of the bandwidth issue at his end, perhaps.
Okay.
And he is not complaining. He is only
Acha,
informing
okay.
us.
Okay.
So, Mr.
Sorry,
Atharva, you may have to bear with us till the bandwidth improves. Thank you.
sorry for this. Now, so in the process that unit reduce water consumption for discharge to zero level. And as you know, once the zero level was confirmed to the pollution board, they came, verified, very stringent conditions were applied and satisfied, and then allowed them to have an expansion plan. This you will very imagine the benefits of that. Now, there are malls in different towns. Majority of malls are now charging parking charges. In one of my clients' case, the mall was in a little distant area from the town. So there was problem of footfalls. So they introduced free parking. Once the mall started crowding, they decided that parking charges will be applied. But if they purchase for minimum 500 rupees, either at the store or at multiplex, then they will be refunded parking charges. So as a result, they also earned the money and there was benefit to the customers also. In a forest industry, there were many number of forest contractors to bring forest raw material. But there was problem that during monsoon, they had to remain idle. Truck operators had to remain idle for 5 months, normally from June to September or October, depending on monsoon conditions. So they were complaining to increase their rates because when they used to go to forest area, they had to go empty. And while coming back, they were bringing, but during monsoon period, etc., they had to bear this extra cost. So they represented for increase in charges. As a result, a committee was set up and it was decided that fixed expenses of transport contractors during the idle time, that is monsoon, will be borne by the company. Secondly, the truck operators will deregister their trucks for road transport taxes during the monsoon period. And thirdly, 30% of normal rates will be allowed when they are going to the forest area empty. In a factory, a branch manager of the bank was debiting the customer with overdraft for some other customers to oblige those customers and was not refunding the interest to the person whose account was being debited. Unfortunately, the client did not have courage to report this or complain. Content was requested to take corrective action. He wrote an anonymous letter to the regional manager. As a result, investigation was carried out and this malpractice was stopped. Unfortunately, no refund was granted for the wrong interest charge. In a textile processing house, the process house was charging material cost and consumables at a rate given by purchase manager. Unfortunately, one of the purchase manager retired, and new purchase manager was not being aware of the practice, did not give them latest rates from time to time. As a result, the cost of production was shown less, and there was a good demand for the products. So sales manager was little perplexed if why my demand is so much high compared with other textile companies. So the matter was investigated, and then corrective action taken, and a monthly system of updating the purchase costs were introduced. In a factory, workers while coming used to bring food, but then due to certain conditions, management said that they should not be allowed to bring lunch boxes, because while going back, the workers were taking away certain finished products in the lunch boxes also. And as a result, this practice was stopped. In an audible oil mill, the production supervisor was using low value oils, because there are different types of oils manufactured in an animal factory, and as a result, customers were supplied contaminated oil. So customers' complaint was well investigated, and it was decided that while dispatching the oil, a lab test certificate will also be given to the customers, and then this malpractice was stopped. A company decided to expand its production capacity because there was good demand from the customers. A complete project report was prepared for expansion of the unit. Meanwhile, it was observed that this project report should be weighted by a consultant. The management accountant observed that majority of the plant had become old, and in the expansion they were replacing the old plant with higher capacity machineries. So instead of expansion report, it was prepared as a modernization report. In those days, financial institutions were giving 25% interest rate subsidy for modernization of the plants. So as a result, the entire project report was changed and submitted to the institution, and 25% interest concession was obtained. Sometimes there are always confusion about indirect taxes. Indirect taxes, for example, during excise environment, steel as a raw material was charged at a particular rate, and steel products were charged at a particular rate. Similarly, today, for example, the restaurants have two rates. One is for customers eating in the restaurant and customers taking away. So some of the restaurants, after, because currently lockdown it is not allowed, but earlier some of the restaurants were allowing takeaway, and for eating they had created open house facility. That is, they created a small garden where the customer can sit and eat, and as a result were charging less GST. In large industries, electricity charges are charged on the basis of demand charges, and maximum demand once established is applied for a certain period. Normally, this maximum demand is high when the plant is being started. So after discussion with the technicians, it was decided to have certain phased production started and certain plants with standby power, so that the plant does not start with maximum demand but have with less demand, and other departments are supplemented with standby capacity. In a large hotel in Rajasthan, there was a big banquet hall, and as you know, the air conditioning cost of that big hall was very costly, and that hall was not being utilized always. So the management decided to create partition walls, and the hall was converted into 4 partition rooms. As a result, air conditioning cost and other applicable expenses were reduced, and hall was given to different parties also at a time. In an international project, particularly I can mention carbon black project in Thailand. It was ready for commissioning and production started. There was a problem that customer tire companies mentioned that they are willing to buy the carbon black, but they will have to test the tire produced with this carbon black on the road, and what is the third party risk of failure of the tires. So they will not be able to buy carbon black for 6 months after commissioning of the plant. Fortunately, the project has collaboration with an international large petroleum company which have many plants in different parts of the world. So they were able to supply their products to another countries and thereby survive. Otherwise, the plant would have remained for 6 months totally. In a large paper mill, the project was not allowed to install power generation facility because the state electricity board promised that they will provide complete power demand, because in earlier days there was always a problem of supply of power. The development bank did not sanction loan for purchase of additional or standby power facility because power company or power electricity board did not give permission. Unfortunately, because of drought conditions, when the plant was ready for commissioning, state electricity board had shortage of power because hydroelectric power was not available. As a result, the plant was ready but not commissioned for almost 6 months. A special loan was sanctioned by the IDBI. Machinery had to be imported from abroad for power generation, and the plant was commissioned after almost 6 months. In another case, a plant was set up to supply entire 100% production to another plant. The new plant ordered for supply of foreign material, that is, I can mention coking coal from Australia. In Australia, there was a strike, and as a result, the mining companies were unable to supply the material. The strike continued for almost 6 months, and therefore this plant remained closed. Fortunately, their customers supported them, and all the expenses of this unfortunate development were borne by them. In one case, the accountant of the company was issuing checks with the signature of managing director. And as you know, most of the companies ensure that managing director's signature is honored on a single signature basis. So the bearer checks were issued with an X amount and cash was withdrawn, and the cashier or accountant were crediting only less amount. After investigation, it was found that this money, which was not deposited in the company, was diverted. When a case was filed with the police, the accountant said this money has been taken by the managing director for using with certain ladies. So it was a very difficult case, and therefore the managing director decided to withdraw the case, but a system was introduced that no case will be withdrawn by a single signature. Always there will be joint signature. In one company, an event was organized. The organizer used various facilities at exorbitant rates and did not pay the amount to supplier. After a month or so after the event was over, he left the organization, and the organization had ultimately to investigate, found duplicate or very exorbitant payment, and thereafter decided that in future no payments will be made to the single organization. In some other cases, a product plant was ready for commissioning. As you know, boiler inspector certifies that the boiler is fit for commissioning and use. Unfortunately, despite the repeated request and boiler being certified fit for use by the boiler supplier, the boiler inspector did not give its approval. In a personal meeting with the boiler inspector, it was revealed that he was given special fees by a competitor for rejecting the fitness of boiler. So, as you know, the matter was settled, and there only this boiler was allowed to be commissioned and plant was commissioned to be held. In Bajaj Auto's case, which is a very reputed company, as you know, there was supply problem of stepney because earlier period scooters were in short supply and people had a waiting list of even up to 15 years. But because of stepney problem, they were not able to deliver. So they decided that scooters will be allowed to be delivered without stepney, and as and when stepney is available, it will be supplied free of cost to the customer. Now, normally we know that welding is a good process by joining two metals. There is a spot welding and continuous welding. So spot welding takes very long time. But where there are big tanks are to be manufactured, or some more continuous process tanks like big storage tanks, etc. to manufacture, a welding process called MIG welding is used. In a company which was supplying petroleum storage tanks, they were using only ordinary welding. And as a result, there is a twofold problem. Delay in supply to the customer, also costs were very high compared with the competitors. The MIG weld process was started, and thereafter cost was also saved and delivery process also improved. Now I take you to some problems faced in initiating new projects. In one of the cases, land was to be purchased. As you know, land purchasing has very complicated process, etc. The documents were examined, etc. It was found that in spite of giving initial payment, the land vendor had used a wrong process. The land belonged to Gram Panchayat, and no Gram Panchayat can sell the land without prior clearance of the state government. An advance was also paid to the vendor, but because of
Jyoti,
yes, please. Hello, hello, hello. There was a voice. Please, are you able to listen to me, please? Hello, hello. Okay, okay. I continue. So there was problem that Gram Panchayat cannot sell the land without prior approval of the state government. In this particular case, the Gram Panchayat
सिक्योरिटी को बुला के लाओ ना, सिक्योरिटी को नहीं, उसको बोलो, उसको दिखाओ, सिक्योरिटी को दिखाओ.
भाटिया जी वो सभी के है माइक बंद कर दीजिए आप.
Yeah, I will do it again.
हाँ प्लीज, नहीं तो क्या होगा?
वाउचर आपने जरा 1500 रुपया अपन ने वाउचर ले ऊपर से उन लोग भी देचा.
Sorry for disruption because of say connectivity and other problems also. You may not be able to see or listen continuously properly also. So kindly bear with us. सभी के जो माइक है ना बंद कर दीजिए आप. So this land, in this particular case, what happened? That vendor, even after purchasing land from Gram Panchayat, had borrowed money from the banks also and repaid also. So he was saying that I have proper title, even the bank accepted. But when we approached the state government, it was found that the Gram Panchayat has no power to sell public land without obtaining prior approval, and therefore the land was not purchased. So this is a very important observation when any new project is being set. Secondly, in many cases, land is demarcated for special purposes. Say for example, we were negotiating a land purchase in Panvel area. The owner had all the clearances and he had clear title also, but meanwhile state government declared all the area within the 20 kilometer of the new Bombay airport. No construction, new construction will be done unless the central government clears and prepares a new development plan. So then we had to cancel the negotiation because we were not sure in the new development plan for what purpose that particular piece of land will be used. In another case, the company already was working, had been using a particular setup. It has a training center also for the employees, but it decided to shift the training center and sell that existing facilities. Negotiations were held and advance payment or token money of 2 crores of rupees were also paid. Thereafter, it was found that the approach road running from main highway to the particular site was almost 500 feet long, and the seller had included 500 approach roads not only of himself but from other areas also in the net area. And under measurement it was found in the representation made to the purchaser around, and then the deal was cancelled. And fortunately, the vendor was a reputed company, so they refunded that 2 crore advance also. Now, many times projects have reservations. Reservations means a particular type of production, etc. And in earlier days, nearly 900 items were reserved for particular production. So any big projects were very worried, and they had to undertake a special investigation whether they can set up the project or not. Secondly, if the project can be set up as for export or other purposes, whether it will be allowed or not. And getting permissions was a very strenuous process. In old days, you might be aware there were restrictions on production purposes. You cannot use production more than your license capacity. I remember during around 1975-76, Mr. G.D. Birla was asked a question at one of the seminars that, sir, we want to produce more. There is a terrible shortage of so many products in the country. If we want to produce more, we may be penalized. What should we do? Mr. Birla advised, you do your duty. You may be penalized, but don't worry. Come to me. What he say? Come to me, not personally, means through later or other sources, and I will ensure that you are not penalized, so that we are able to contribute for the national development. So many times the management may have to take a little different view, and particularly in this case, I am not commenting against any organization, but as you might be knowing, at Patal Ganga, Reliance set up polyester fiber unit. They got license for a particular capacity. They imported machinery for that particular capacity and got some additional spare parts to set up almost a similar plant. They set up another plant at Patal Ganga, and when they were asked how you have been able to increase your capacity, they replied that we had utilized those spare parts and were able to set up a new plant also. So rather than being punished, central government give them awards also. So what I am meaning that we have not to circumvent or disobey the government policy, etc. But certain times we have to think also. In one of the cases, a company purchased a plant from state government which was remaining idle. That plant was imported by the state government without deciding where it is to be set up. It was very unfortunate situation, and then that plant after import was stored in a mango garden, because mango garden contained dry leaves also. So during summer time there was fire, and some of the imported plant was destroyed. The new purchaser who had purchased a particular plant was in a dilemma because there were two problems. One, because in those days there was a big problem of getting import licenses, and secondly, because the plant was imported, how to finance it. So with the negotiation with foreign suppliers, it was decided that since the original plant was imported under deferred payment guarantee system and guarantee was provided by the state government which were owning the plant, they will continue to supply new equipment also under deferred payment scheme provided a proper guarantee is given. The new management decided and examined that the guarantee commission, if given through bank, will be a very big amount. So they requested state government, "Yes, sir, this is an unavoidable problem. Fire has taken place from no because it was stored at a different place. So you kindly continue to give guarantee." Now state governments were not allowed as a policy of the central government to give guarantee for private companies because originally it was a state government plan, but it was handed over to a private company. So we had to approach in the first instance to the state government. The state government had to take a policy decision and commit, yes, we will give guarantee. Then we approached Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India, I am talking of 1964-65, said that we don't have power to give this type of relaxation. So you approach the central government and take policy directive from the central government. With lot of discussions and persuasion, central government relaxed the policy conditions, made the changes in economic policy, and permitted. And as a result, a few crores of rupees of guarantee commission was saved. Why I am saying that the management accountant should think to resolve various problems, not only work as a only assistant to carry out orders. In another case, just a minute, I am taking a water break, please. In another case, the company decided to set up few capacity or hostel facility for their employees. Now, in local area, there was reservation that they should also be provided some social facility from the company. As you know, everywhere there is a demand. So they were saying that before you set up these hostel facilities for the employees, you provide one school for our children also, then only you will allow. There was problem that state government or education department was saying since there is already a school in that village, though of course it is a little away, so you cannot start a new school. After much persuasion and discussions, first the school was constructed and then only this hostel facility was permitted. Now I will come to certain international examples. As I was saying that Enron Corporation, who had supplied certain plant to our Maharashtra Ratnagiri area also, there was a big problem. Big problem in this is initially, I am not commenting on any political observations, etc. Please. Initially, this plant was conceived by government consisting of Congress and Rashtrapati Congress Party. At that time, BJP and Shiv Sena opposed this plant and they filed writ petitions, etc. also. Meanwhile, the state government has already given orders. And Enron Corporation was asking for certain agreements to be signed in which they require guarantee by the state government or central government or payment of those charges. Meanwhile, the government changed. As you might be aware, Shiv Sena and BJP government came. Chief executive of Enron Corporation came from America to negotiate the matter. Instead of meeting the then Chief Minister, Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi, in Sachivalaya, she was advised to see Bala Saheb Thackeray at Bandra. I am not commenting on any political judgment. I am just giving an example for commercial or development use. She went straight from the airport to Bandra, had discussion, and went back to airport and went to America also. It was a very sad story that immediately thereafter, central government gave guarantee also for the supplies given by the Enron Corporation. We are aware that there were a lot of problems and plant did not work satisfactory. There was also power purchase agreement which was one-sided, and ultimately the successive Maharashtra government decided not to purchase power. Why I am saying that when we are entering into long-term international contracts, kindly make sure that this will be a very difficult process if there is change in government or policy changes are there. I give another example of Tata Group. We know that Tata Group wanted to set up a fertilizer company. They were not given permission for a very long time, and they were insisted that they give contract, that is engineering, commissioning contract, etc., to a particular foreign company. Whereas Tata Group said we are already expert, but it was not allowed. And then this license was given only when this particular contract was awarded to particular foreign company. In another case, we are now observing that this metro transaction, etc., are being affected because of this current Chinese excursion, etc. So this is going to be a big problem for Bombay citizens if contracts are cancelled, etc. In one of the cases, the road projects where, or I take another example, that currently there is talk of bullet train from Ahmedabad to Bombay. Earlier, it was cleared by Maharashtra government, which consisted of BJP and Shiv Sena. Because of now change in government, it is being decided that this has no priority, and the state government will not provide its part of the finance. Same is happening with this Samruddhi road project that is between Mumbai and Nagpur. So land acquisition is start. If we remember, Honorable Nitin Gadkari, when he interacted with our member, he gave 4 or 5 examples. One is difficulty in getting things cleared in his own ministry or government. Leave aside the state governments, etc., but central government also. So when we are planning projects, please ensure that all necessary approvals are available in advance. Otherwise, the project may be stalled and we may face lot of problems or delay in project, escalation in project cost, and meanwhile, sometimes there may be change in technology also. We take the current example of mobile technology. In the beginning, there were a number of companies. Over the years, only four companies remain. That is Reliance Group, which was earlier headed by Anil Ambani. I am not giving names because of any particular reason, but for only to clear it. Then Sunil Mittal's Airtel, Aditya Birla's Idea, and Vodafone. Vodafone and Idea merged, and Anil Ambani faced some of the problems. And meanwhile, Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries came with Jio. Now, as we know today, Jio has become the market leader because of highly discounted connections given to the customers. And as a result, lot of problems are being faced by Airtel, BSNL, MTNL, which are public sector undertaking, and Vodafone Idea also. So, if we are advising our clients, we have to consider what worse may happen for say 5 years. You cannot think of 100 years, but at least in 5 years, what worse may happen. Now, in today's newspapers, you might have read that Reliance Industry is going into e-commerce for retail consumers. They are going to use retail kirana shops or their existing stores, and they have offered a special 5% discount to the persons who place orders with them. They have newspaper has quoted, I am talking of today's Economic Times only, that Ashirwad Atta, which is sold by a particular e-commerce company at 185 rupees for 5 kg, another company by 183 rupees for 5 kg, another company for 180 rupees for 5 kg, and Reliance has offered to have at 175 rupees. So naturally we know that all customers or housewives will be purchasing Reliance Group only. So this type of hello, this type of competition, though it may be very cutthroat, hello, this may be very cutthroat competition, but only ultimately it will be maxim of survival of the fittest. There is a maxim that only the survival of the fittest. So who is fit? Might is right. Means the person who has got good capacity. In local languages, it is said, just I am using a local कहावत, ओछी पूंजी धनी ने खाए. You will be able to withstand all the competition. If you don't have enough capital, ultimately you will be destroyed. Now here we see it will be observed that during current COVID related or corona related problems, there is a question of survival of a large number of industries, businessmen or other households also. People who have got enough money or enough capacity to withstand fixed expenses, closure of the factory, other problems, etc. They will only survive. Of course, the government, state government as well as central government has given many type of facilities, but ultimately even the banks are taking time to extend the facility granted by the central government or banks, reserve bank, etc. So when we are setting up a plant, I had worked in Birla Group. So Mr. Aditya Birla will you say that unless three things are tied up, one is land and state government are necessary government permission. Secondly, supplier of the machinery and with process guarantee. And third is necessary financial arrangement. Unless these three things are ready for complete production or project commissioning, we should not start work on commissioning the project. And as a result, in Aditya Birla Group, I had observed they used to complete the project within 6 months to 10 months maximum, or they used to provide incentives for supplier for early commissioning of the project, and we used to commission the project early.